Hi everyone, I'm going to continue the series of the Daf Yomi. Today we are on Daf Chafbet, that is naturally page 22 of Masechet, Sotah. Very interesting today. In the Talmud today, we're going to learn the greatness of serving a talmid Chahcahm. Someone that's a talmid Chahcahm is a person, an individual that has got great depth of knowledge within regards to the Torah. Very, very well versed with regards to the Bible, with regards to the Gemara, the Talmud, Mishnayot, the Chumash, everything. And we see the greatness, the importance of serving a Talmud Chacham. Firstly, it's been very much advised in many different Sefarim that one should drink from the Talmudei Chachamim, from the Torah scholars, should absorb as much as they can from them, ask them as much questions as possible, gain as much wisdom from the great Torah scholars. And there's no greater zchut merit than to serve a Torah scholar. That's what brings the greatness in a person. In fact, the Talmud at the end of the previous page asks, why is it that with regards to learning Gemara, back in the day, it was that Gemara learning was seen as very, very important. In what sense? In those days, there was no books, there was no Sefarim to learn from directly. However, the way that the individuals learned was by learning from a Torah scholar. The Torah scholar was the person that gave over all the information, all the well springs of the Torah to the next generation, to the talmidim, to his students, and the students of students. That's what they got it from. And we see the greatness all throughout the Torah. There's a blueprint when it comes to shimush talmidei chachamim, from learning, from serving a Torah scholar, the greatness that comes. That's it. Why they say Joshua, we learn, was serving. He was the first one preparing the benches and everything else, and for Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, to teach the whole of Am Yisrael Torah. It was actually Joshua that was the first one in the morning that was waiting at Har Sinai when Moshe Rabbeinu went to Hashem for 40 days, 40 nights. It was Yoshua that was waiting at the time, and he was doing the shimush for Moshe Rabbeinu. And at the end, it happened to be Joshua actually brought the children of Israel into the land of Israel. He served them, and all those wars that took place before the conquering of Israel came, which Moshe Rabbeinu, he passed away. He didn't have the zchut of actually entering Eretz Yisrael itself. And that's what they say all throughout, especially the book of the Heleyoetz. Rav Eliezer Papo says that one should serve Talmudei Chachamim as much as they can. They should drink from them, shall absorb them, all the great Torah there is. And there's no greater thing in the world. And one of the greatest things one can do is if one marries their daughter off to a Talmid Chacham, there's no greater zchut inside the world. And the Torah study protects. And when a Talmid, a student, is actually with the rabbi the whole time, escorting them, driving the rabbi, everything else, they actually see, they learn the midot of the rabbanim, and they get to ask the questions, the deepest questions, and see just the way, the greatness that a Talmid Chacham acts in their day-to-day lives. They absorb it themselves, and then they can get it. So there's learning Torah obviously is great. That's why they always say, even in Ethics of the Fathers, that one should set themselves a Rav. It's so important. But shimush of a Rav, the serving of a Rav, it is a greater level. And actually, someone can, while they're learning the greatest steps of the Torah, and they're serving at the same time a Rav, giving all the honor in the world, there's no greater thing in the world. And one thing very important is that any regular person, even if they're not serving a Talmud Chacham, to honor, stand up for Talmud Chacham, help support a Talmud Chacham, these are